Tired of distractions derailing your dreams and putting everyone else first? In this audiobook, get the exact blueprint to laser focus on you and win big. No excuses. Welcome to Audiobook Journey, your masterclass for self-improvement breakthroughs. Discover how to build unbreakable discipline, silence outside noise, and stack daily wins that transform your life forever. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more. Use chapter timestamps below to jump in. Let's win. Close your eyes for a second. Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a vast, endless ocean at dawn. Waves crash relentlessly, pulling at your feet, whispering doubts into the wind. Behind you, a storm brews, expectations from family, endless notifications, voices screaming what you should do. But ahead, the horizon glows with possibility, a life forged by your hands alone. That storm? It's not your enemy, it's your signal. Nobody's sailing out to rescue you. No map, no crew, no guarantees. But you've got fire in your veins. This audiobook isn't just words, it's your wake-up call, your blueprint, your unbreakable vow. We're diving deep into the raw truth. Focus on you, until you win. Not tomorrow, not when it's easy. Right now. Because the life you crave, it's waiting on the other side of relentless, unapologetic self-mastery. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Silent Revolution Within. Imagine standing alone on a windswept cliff, at the edge of dawn. The world below churns in chaos. Cities buzzing with frantic lives, voices shouting demands, screens flickering endless distractions. But up here, in this sacred hush, you feel it, a quiet fire stirring deep in your chest. It's not rage or fear, it's awakening, a revolution no one else can see, starting right now with you. This is where it begins. Not with fanfare or crowds cheering your name. No, the greatest victories are born in silence, forged in the hidden forge of your own soul. Welcome to the first step of your unbreakable path. Focus on you, until you win. Let me paint the truth. No one dares whisper. Life doesn't hand you strength on a silver platter. It doesn't send saviors or shortcuts. Every triumph you've ever admired, from the quiet billionaire who rose from nothing to the artist who painted masterpieces in forgotten attics, began with one radical choice, turning inward, completely, without apology. We've been sold a lie that happiness comes from more likes, more approval, more noise. But the soul knows better. It hungers for depth, for a life carved from your essence, not borrowed from the world's shallow stream. Picture a mighty oak in a storm. Winds howl, lighting cracks, lesser trees snap like twigs. Why does it stand? Roots plunge deep into unseen earth, drawing nourishment from depths others never reach. That's you, building now. Your roots are your daily surrender to self. Not selfish, sacred. The world pulls you outward, scattering your energy like leaves in a gale. Family needs, work demands, endless scrolls feeding illusions of connection, but scatter too long, and you wither. The revolution starts when you pull back. You choose, feed the oak, or fade into the forest floor. Feel that pull already? The resistance in your chest? Good. It's your old self fighting to stay small. I've walked this cliff myself. Years ago, I chased shadows, pleasing bosses who forgot my name, friends whose dreams dwarfed mine, a mirror reflecting exhaustion instead of fire. One dawn, staring at that same chaos below, I decided, enough. I turned inward. No announcements. Just action. Mornings claimed for breath and vision. Evenings for reflection, not escape. Distractions starved. Doubts confronted like thieves in the night. Within weeks, clarity emerged. Ideas flowed like rivers. Strength grew, invisible at first, then undeniable. This is your foundation, the silent revolution of reclaiming your core. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Start with the breath, the anchor of now. Inhale purpose, exhale pretense. Feel your heart beat, not for applause, but for the life only you can build. Now, vision, close your eyes. See the you at your peak, body vital, mind sharp as a blade, spirit vast as the horizon. Not vague wishes, vivid scenes. You, striding into rooms that once intimidated, speaking truths that shift realities, loving from fullness, not lack. This image isn't fantasy, it's blueprint. Hold it, let it burn away the fog, but roots need soil. Nourish with ritual. Rise before the sun steals your quiet. Move your body, not for show, but to awaken the warrior within. Stretch, lift, run, whatever stirs your blood. Fuel with food that honors the temple, not poisons disguised as comfort. Then feed the mind, one page of wisdom. One question journaled, what served me today? What will I release? These aren't chores, they're sacraments. Each one deepens your taproot, drawing from infinite depth. Now, the harder truth. Protect this revolution fiercely. The world senses your shift and fights back. Notifications like arrows, doubts as whispers from old ghosts. People who thrive on your divided attention say no, not with anger, but with the calm authority of one who knows their worth. Not now, you declare. My focus is my fortress. Build boundaries like ancient walls, high, unyielding. Let in only what strengthens, banish the rest. In this protection you discover a profound freedom. Time expands, energy surges. Your inner voice, once drowned, roars clear. Let me share a story that mirrors yours. There was a woman, Elena, trapped in a cycle of giving. Endless shifts at a job she hated. Family pulling every string, dreams buried under someday. One night, staring at her reflection, she saw not failure but a spark. She began her silent revolution, no big quits. Just mornings hers, meditation by candlelight, walks where she spoke visions aloud to the trees. She pruned relationships that drained, replaced scrolls with sketches of her future home, her legacy. Months in, promotions sought her. Loved ones respected her new boundaries, but the real win, she met herself, fully, deeply. The oak stood. You are Elena. You are the oak. This chapter isn't theory. It's ignition. Feel it now. The revolution pulses. Your life, once adrift, now anchored in you. Every breath a vow, every choice a root plunging deeper. Doubts will come, disguised as reason. Meet them with this truth. You were born for more than survival. You were born to thrive, to create, to leave echoes of greatness. As this foundation solidifies beneath you, a question lingers, pulling you forward. What happens when the world screams loudest? When noise threatens your hard-won silence? That's the battle we face next. Stay with me. Your roots are set. Now we rise to silence the storm. Chapter 2. Echoes of the Invisible Storm. Hear that? The relentless roar closing in. A tempest not of rain or thunder, but of voices. Whispers from screens, judgments from faces you barely know. Echoes of expectations chaining your spirit to the ground. You're not imagining it. This invisible storm rages daily, designed to drown your inner fire before it can blaze. But pause, right here. Feel the wind against your skin. This isn't destruction, it's your invitation to mastery, to stand unmoved while the gale howls. Welcome to the heart of your power, learning to navigate the noise, emerging sharper, freer, wholly you. The storm tests. You deep in every human soul lies a sacred chamber, a place of pure knowing. Society builds walls around it, plastering them with billboards of shoulds, feeds of perfection, opinions dressed as advice. Enter the storm untrained, and you lose yourself, tossed like driftwood, dreams splintered on rocks of comparison. But train your spirit, and that chamber becomes your lighthouse, beaming steady through fog. I've stood in such storms. Early in my path, success flickered close, a project burning bright. Then came the gale, colleagues scoffing too risky, feeds flaunting easier wins, family urging play safe. Echoes multiplied until my light dimmed. One night, amid the roar, I chose silence, not escape, attunement. I listened not to them, but to the chamber's whisper. This is yours. From that pivot, the project soared. The storm passed, I remained. This chapter unveils your navigation, discernment as compass, presence as sail. First, recognize the storm's anatomy. External echoes, news cycles devouring hours, social scrolls birthing envy, casual critics projecting fears, internal ones, memories replaying failures, anxieties forecasting doom. They blend into chaos, but you hold the key. Awareness. Without it, you're reactive, a puppet to winds. With it, you're captain. Begin with pause. When noise rises, halt. Breathe into the chamber. Ask, does this serve my lighthouse? If no, release. Watch it dissolve like mist in sun. This isn't ignoring, it's sovereignty. Your energy once scattered converges like rivers to sea. Cultivate the listener's art, not passive hearing, active filtering. Imagine your mind as a vast library, shelves infinite. Each echo arrives as a book thrust upon you. Do you shelve every tome, cluttering wisdom with trivia? No. Curate. Open only those aligning with your epic. A friend's envy-laced doubt. Close it gently. Not my story. A headline screaming crisis. Not my focus. Practice aloud if needed. I see you, echo, but I choose my light. Over time, the library transforms rows of truths, barren of debris. Space opens for genius to whisper. Let me draw you into a tale from the shadows. Marcus, a builder of worlds through code, dreamed of apps changing lives. His storm hit fierce, forums mocking another dreamer, bosses demanding overtime obedience, feeds of viral flops. Echoes screamed retreat. He nearly folded. Then, in a quiet garage amid circuit hum, he attuned. Daily 10 minutes, eyes closed, storm observed like clouds passing sky. He filtered, kept mentors gold, discarded trolls ash, apps launched, millions connected. Not despite the storm, but refined by it. Marcus didn't silence the world, he amplified his chamber. You carry Marcus's potential. Forge your compass now, anchor in values, your North Stars. What lights your chamber? Freedom, creation, legacy? Write them. Speak them dawn and dusk. When echoes clash, realign. Does this honor my stars? This discernment births unshakable conviction. Noise loses terror when you know your course. Further, embody the eye of the storm. Center yourself. Walks in nature, where winds hush. Journaling echoes faced, then reframed. Critic's word reveals their cage, not my wings. Meditation, breath weaving through roar, recentering the lighthouse beam. Yet storms evolve, growing cunning. They mimic allies, opportunities laced with distraction, relationships veiling control. Here, test with fire. Does it expand your chamber or crowd it? True allies echo your light back brighter. false ones dim. Release without guilt. Your revolution from chapter 1 demands this purity, roots deep. Now sails tuned, you glide above tempest. Reflect on this. Every master you revere navigated storms unseen. Their calm wasn't absence of gale, but mastery within. You felt it stirring, the chamber's hum growing louder. Awareness sharpens, discernment guides. You've taken command. The echoes fade, not by force, but by your radiant presence. As mastery blooms, a fiercer test awaits. What fuels this navigation day after day, turning skill into unbreakable habit? The discipline that tempers spirit like fire tempers. Lean in. The forge calls, your storm yields to flame. Chapter 3, Flames Forged in Relentless Dawn. Envision the blacksmith's forge at midnight. Embers glowing fierce red, hammer poised, iron glowing white-hot under first strike. Sparks fly wild, heat searing flesh and soul alike. This is no gentle craft. It's birth through fire. Feel it now, that primal heat rising in you. Welcome to the crucible, where discipline is hammered into unbreakable alloy. Not born fleeting whim, but relentless dawn after dawn. You've silenced the storm. Now ignite the flame that endures all tempests. This is your forging. Step into the heat. Discipline whispers no promises of ease. It roars of transformation, demanding you meet it at the anvil daily. Society peddles motivation's candy, sweet bursts that fade by noon. But true power, it's the quiet hammer fall, shaping you when sweetness sours. Your spirit, raw ore, holds infinite potential. Unforged, it lies dormant. Struck true, it becomes sword, shield, legacy. I've knelt at such anvils. Once, ambition flickered like dying coals. A book unwritten, body soft will bending to whim. Then came my forge moment. A vow at dawn's edge. Hammer strikes began, ink before breakfast, miles before fatigue, nose before temptation. Pain bit deep, but each strike revealed gleam beneath. Foundational truth. Discipline is devotion to future self, not punishment. Sacred right. It bridges dream and dawn. Start with invocation, the dawn ritual. Rise while world slumbers. Not alarm's slave, but choice's sovereign. Feet to floor signal commitment. Water cold on face shocks, complacency. Now move, not marathons but motion's spark. Limbs awakening, breath syncing with beat. Feel muscles protest? That's awe yielding. Follow with mind's hammer. Pages turned, insights etched before chaos claims day. Journal the strike. What forge I today? This triad body, mind, vow builds momentum's fire. Deepen the forge with rhythm's wisdom. Cycles honor nature's pulse. Ebb and surge. Alternate forge intensity. Heavy hammer days yield to polisher's grace. Recovery isn't retreat. It's tempering. Sleep as sacred quench. Nutrition as fuel bellows. Track strikes in ledger of light. Not app's cold count, but hand-scribed truths. Dawn claimed, awe struck thrice. Witness patterns. Weak links glow, late night's dulling edge. Sever them. This ledger becomes oracle, guiding fiercer blows. Let truth unfold through Lena's forge. A dancer chained to desk's dim world, her fire banked low under fluorescent defeat. Dreams pirouetted in night whispers, crushed by day's grind. Forge called one winter solstice, dawn vows etched. Studio before sun, spins through ache, form journaled like scripture. Colleagues mocked, obsession. Echoes from chapter 2 tested. She hammered on blisters to calluses, doubts to drive. Year later, stages bowed, not talent alone. Discipline's alloy gleamed, Lena's leap, from shadow to spotlight, forged relentless. You hold Lena's hammer, wield it against illusion's foes. Procrastination, velvet thief, strike first. 5 breaths, then act. Cravings, sugar sirens, redirect to forge fuel. Nut-rich sustenance, stoking steady burn. Isolation tempts, forge communal sparks. Accountable circles of fellow smiths, sharing strikes sans judgment. Yet solitary core remains yours. Spiritual depth infuses each hammer fall, gratitude's prayer. For this heat, I thank. Divinity dances in discipline's rhythm, aligning mortal effort with cosmic flow. Challenges forge finest blades, plateaus mock progress veiled. Strike harder, vary angle. New routines, deeper dives. Injury halts, adapt anvil. Minds forge through visualization, breath, steady hammer. Setback scar, polish them mirrors, reflecting growth's gleam. Measure not mirrors vanity, but ledger's truth. Strikes stacked, fire brighter. Discipline reveals you're not victim of circumstance, but shaper supreme. Pause here, hand on anvil, feel the heat. Ore within yields, stronger, pure. Dawn's relentless call echoes your name. You've ignited. Flames leap higher with each strike. As alloy hardens, time emerges as ultimate bellows, fan or famine. For your fire, how do you claim its hidden sparks, fueling forge eternal? The harvest awaits. Breathe deep. We turn the page. Chapter 4. Harvest of Hidden Hours. Beneath the bustling marketplace of your day lies a secret orchard, golden fruits hanging heavy, untouched by hurried hands. Vines twist through cracks in routine, stolen glances at the wheel, echoes between meetings, breaths between bites. Most wander blind, letting bounty rot while lamenting barren fields. But you pause, inhale the ripeness. This is your harvest call. Not frantic gathering, but wise reaping of time's veiled gifts. Feel the earth's quiet abundance rising. Discipline fuels your flame. Now, harvest its eternal yield. Enter the orchard. Claim what's yours. Time's essence defies clocks. Its river, not cage. Flowing infinite if channeled, vanishing in eddies of drift. The lie, scarcity. Not enough hours. Truth, overflow awaits the attuned reaper. Your spirit intuits this sacred economy, moments as seeds planted yielding orchards vast. Forge from before taught rhythm, now harvest amplifies. I've reaped such fields. Amid corporate chains, visions starved. Then orchard revealed, commute transformed to audio wisdom. Cues to breath prayers, evenings reclaimed from glow's trance. Bounty swelled, insights harvested, birthed ventures, relationships deepened. Not more time, sacred harvest. Core revelation audit unveils the vine. Gaze unflinching at day's ledger. What thieves masquerade as musts? Scrolls devouring dawn's promise. Chatter eclipsing creation. Map it raw, hours tallied, leaks exposed. No shame, clarity's dawn. From audit springs strategy. Reclaim rituals, commutes river. Eyes-free learning podcasts. Pulsing growth. Languages blooming in traffic's flow. Meals pause, vision feasts. Mental replays of triumphs forged. Goals sketched on napkins. Even weights, elevators. Lines become altars. Gratitude lists whispered. Affirmations etched in ether. Deepen harvest with intentions. Sickle. Each reclaimed sliver. Infuse purpose. Not random pluck, aligned reap. Ask, what fruit serves my orchard? Bodies call, Movement bursts, lunges in lulls, stretches in stalls, mind's hunger, micro-reads, puzzle sparks, spirit's thirst, breath cycles sinking, pulse to cosmos. Compound this, single minutes, multiply, daily dozen, become weekly wonders, monthly miracles, tools aid, timers as gentle wardens, journals as harvest logs, reclaimed 17 minutes, planted idea seed. Witness exponential bloom. Enter Javier's orchard, a tale of shadowed bounty. Mechanic by trade, inventor's fire banked under grease and grind. Days bled in no time myth. Storms silenced, flame forged, yet visions wilted. Orchard audit shattered illusion. Brakes frittered, drives dulled. He reaped fierce prototypes sketched on brakes. Patents pondered in oil change pauses. Networks nurtured in shop talk silences. First device, born of harvested hours, sold for fortune. Not luck, reclaimed rivers flow. Javier's lesson, hidden hours birth empires for those who reap. You tread Javier's vines. Cultivate seasonal wisdom. Harvest swells in cycles. High energy peaks. Bold reaps. Deep dives. Bold reaches. Ebb tides. Gentle yields. Reflections fruits. Rests renewal. Guard against weeds. Multitask myths with a focus. Single sickle swings. Truer digital pruners. Alerts muted. Apps banished save essence. Physical realms too. Spaces cleared spark mental harvest desks as altars. Pockets for prompts. Spiritual harvest crowns. Moments offered upward. Time's river divine conduit. Gratitude multiplies yield. Each fruit savored swells the vine. Challenges sharpen sickle. Resistance whispers later. Strike now. Micro-commitments. Shatter inertia. 1 minute's reap cascades. Overwhelm looms. Prioritize vines ripest. Top 3 fruits daily. Doubt harvests weeds. Recall ledger's proof. Past yields testify. Measure not quantity, but essence. Fruits ripened in presence outshine bushels rushed. Rest in this orchard moment. Hands stained with earth's gold. Spirit nourished deep. You've mapped, reaped, ripened. Bounty flows abundant. Discipline's flame now fed eternal. Harvest secured. Gravity stirs. Comfort's heavy pull threatening lift. How defy its earthly tug, soaring unbound? The ascent beckons. Roots grip. Flames roar. Rise. Chapter 5. Breaking Earth's silent chains. Sense it now. The invisible tether wrapping your ankles, pulling you earthbound just as wings unfurl. Its gravity's sly kin, comfort, that velvet embrace, masquerading as friend, whispering stay grounded, stay safe. Feel the drag, the ache of untapped flight. This is your rupture moment, not gentle drift, but defiant break from chains unseen. Harvest yields abundance, now defy the pull that grounds eagles in dust. Rise, feel the lift. Your ascent begins. Comfort's gravity thrives in subtlety. Soft couches cradling inertia, routines ruts deepening daily, fears cloaked as wisdom. It binds not with iron but illusion. This suffices, yet your spirit soars native, crafted for heights, yield, and potential clips wings. Defy, and skies unfold endless. Roots from Chapter 1, storm navigated, flame forged, hours harvested, all fuel this launch. I've tested these chains, vision vaulted high, a venture humming till comforts tug. Familiar bed past dawn, easy meals dulling edge, good enough stalling polish. Wings sagged, rupture came fierce, vow to defy. Cold plunges, shattering slumber, Bold leaps into unknown, discomfort courted as comrade, flight steadied, heights claim profound law, defiance births altitude, gravity bows to will's thrust. Initiate rupture ritual, daily shocks, water icy awakening nerves, strides into chill winds sharpening sense, not masochism, activation. Body learns, discomfort signals growth, not threat, mind follows. Challenges embraced, conversations piercing silence, risks leaping ledges. List them, 10 defiers weekly. Phone a dream door opener, pitch idea unpolished. Declutter spaces weight, each snap lightens tether, elevate with momentum's wingbeat. Small ruptures cascade, micro defies compound to orbits. Feel drag, amplify environment engineered skyward. Surrounds with ascent cues, visions pinned aloft, companions lifting not anchoring. Spaces sparse fueling flight, track ruptures in ascent log. Defied couch call scripted outreach, wings span wider, patterns reveal comfort clusters. Prune ruthlessly. Spiritual lift infuses, each defiance, soul offering. I rise as intended, cosmos conspires, winds favorable turning, witness arias rupture, earthbound no more. Teacher, tethered to script's cage, passion's songs silenced. Harvested hours sang faintly, but gravity gripped. Predictable days, cozy complaints. Change too risky, orchard bounty gathered, yet grounded, rupture ignited. Auditions amid terror, stages seized raw, comforts culled. Late nights rehearsing, solos in empty halls. Voice soared, tours followed, arias truth. Chains snapped not by force alone, but faithful defiance. From classroom dust to spotlight skies, you are aria. Wings itching. Master gravity's guises. Mental overthinks weight anchoring action. Rupture with decisions blade. Now launches. Emotional attachments dragged to past pains. Release ritual. Letters burned, forgiveness voiced to winds. Physical stagnations pull. Movement defies. Dances wild. Climbs steep. Social crowds orbit circling low. Seek altitude flocks, elevators, not anchors. Measure flight by feel. Lighter heart, bolder gaze. Dreams nearing grasp. Tempests test wings. Setbacks plummet. Doubts tug downward. Counter with recall. Past ruptures proved ascent possible. Affirm. Gravity yields. I soar. Cycles honor. Rest as glide. Not fall, renewed thrust follows. Joy in flight, defiance delights. Freedom's rush, intoxicating. Breathe this altitude now. Chains fracture, wings span vast. Harvest fuels, defiance lifts. You've broken free. Skies yours, wings spread. Unseen allies stir, structures whispering support through trials ahead. What scaffolding lifts your flight eternal? The weave awaits. Soar onward. Chapter 6. Weaving the web of silent sentinels. In the hush of twilight woods, where ancient trees whisper secrets to the stars, unseen threads shimmer, delicate yet unbreakable, cradling the climber's weight through shadowed canyons. These are your allies, not of flesh and voice, but woven from will's quiet genius. Feel them now, humming beneath your ascent, ready to catch every falter. Wings defy gravity. Harvest feeds flame. Now craft the web that turns solitary flight into supported symphony. Invisible, indomitable, yours alone to weave. Step into the twilight. Begin the crafting. Allies transcend crowds. Their architecture of spirit, systems sculpted to amplify your core, not crutches, but cathedrals elevating soul. chaos crumbles the lone webs endure. From revolution's roots to rupture's heights, you've built solo. Now interlace supports sustaining the soar. I've woven such webs. Venture teetered on ambition's edge. Flame fierce, yet winds whipped wild. Allies emerged. Dawn ledger charting strikes. Evening altars reviewing yields, cues, etched in environment, falls cushioned, heights held, web turned peril to path. Sacred principle systems are soul's scaffolding. Forge them intimate, attuned, core weave. The anchor chain, physical talismans, stones pocketed pulsing intent, walls inscribed with rupture vows, desks aligned as command altars. Touch them, realign, digital sentinels, next, prompts blooming screens. Harvest now, gentle nudges defying drift, apps as quiet wardens, timing rituals without tyranny, voice anchors too, recorded whispers, your truth voiced, dawn ready, played amid storm's echo. Deepen with relational lattice, not multitudes, select filaments. Mentors mirroring ascent, not anchors, peers pulsing shared flame. Accountability soft as starlight, weekly weaves, strikes shared, yields celebrated, boundaries sacred. Webs welcome strength, repel drain, log these bonds, thread with Kai, lifted ledger. Patterns strengthen weave. Behold Thomas's web, twilight born, wanderer of words, novels nascent yet starved in scatter's gale. Orchard reaped, wings strained, sans support. Twilight called, web wound. Deliberate, study nook, north-facing dawn, journals chained with prompts. Voice the vision, ally circle 3. Elder scribe, trading chapters, peer poet, timing, writes. Self-sentinel ledger, logging leaps, falls from blank page voids, caught in threads. First restant, published beacon, Thomas's weave, solitude scaffolded into symphony. You spin, Thomas's silk, infuse spiritual strands, altars alive, candles lit for gratitude's glow, breaths woven with invocation, allies align, cosmos conspires, cycles honor, webs adapt. Harvest moons for bold threads, rest tides for mending, track evolution, ascent codex, chronicling, sentinel added, breath anchor, flight steadied, challenges test tensile, overload snaps strands, prune, reinforce. Isolation phrase, invite light threads, measure web's might by resilience, falls fewer, recoveries swift, heights habitual, joy in weave, crafting feels communion, spirit dialoguing with design, allies evolve you, systems sharpening intuition, bonds burnishing presence, rest in twilight's embrace, threads shimmer strong, cradling your rise, revolution rooted, storm stilled, flame eternal, harvest rich, chains sundered, web woven, you've architected, endure. Web secure, shadows stir, pain's raw surge, threatening scaffold. How alchemize agony into a sense purest propellant. The transmutation fires, threads hold. Enter. Chapter 7. Alchemy of agony's hidden fire. Deep in the alchemist's shadowed sanctum, where crucibles bubble under flame's merciless kiss, raw lead trembles, dull, heavy, earthbound, then surge, heat transmutes, impurities burn away, gold gleams eternal. Feel that crucible now, embracing your deepest ache, not curse, but catalyst. Pain surges not to shatter, but to propel. Web cradles now alchemize agony into rockets roar. Enter the sanctum. Surrender to the fire. Gold awaits. Pain's alchemy defies victimhood. It's spirit's supreme forge, transmuting wound to wing. Society flees it, numbing with distractions, labeling unfair. Yet sages know agony hides purest propellant. Rejected love, thrust toward self's infinite embrace. Career collapse, fuel for ventures unbound, losses void, space for rebirth's blaze. Roots, storms, flames, harvests, ruptures, webs, all prepared you. Pain perfects. I've danced this fire, partnership crumbled, heart leaden, web held, yet sorrow sank. Sanctum called, crucible embraced. Journaled ache's essence. What propellant here? Rituals rose, runs through rain's lash, meditations in grief's grip. Gold emerged, deeper wisdom, bonds truer, path clarified. Alchemical law. Reframe ignites reaction. Pain arrives raw, meet as oracle. Pause in crucible, breathe into burn. Query soul, message, gift, propulsion. Scribble unfiltered, fears voiced lose fangs. Physical right, move through it, sweat alchemy, converting throb to thrust. No escape, embrace transmutes. Categorize fuels, emotional stings propel boundaries. Failures launch pivots. Betrayals birth discernment. Log transmutations. Loss ledger forged resilience vein. Ritualize the crucible daily. Morning invocation. Agony reveal thy gold. Evening reflection. Fuel harvested today. Tools as alembics. Breath cycles inhale ache, exhale gold. Movement elixirs. Yoga twisting knots to flow. Weights lifting burdens skyward. Creative crucibles. Art from anguish. Poems pounding pain. Canvases capturing catharsis. Spiritual elixir crowns. Offer pain upward. Transmute through me divine fire. Cosmos responds. Synchronicities sparking new orbits. Witness Soren's sanctum. Lead to gold. Artisan adrift, workshop raised by blaze. Tools ash, dreams cinder. Web whispered hold. Gravity tempted ground. Crucible consumed. Nights sifting ruins. Journaling propellant in pyre. Rebuilt, not replica. Innovated. Tools reborn. Sleeker. Designs bolder. Teaching from ashes. Gallery acclaim followed. Soren's gold. Not restoration, but rocket rise. Pain's pure thrust. You embody Soren's flame. Master pain's phases. Acute blaze. Channel immediate sprint fury to focus. Chronic simmer. Sustained rights. Weekly ache audits. Collective wounds. Global griefs. Anchor in personal gold. Measure by gleam. Heart lighter. Vision keener. Actions propelled. Joy alchemizes deepest. Gratitude for fuel. Pain, my hidden benefactor. Trials temper gold. Resistance recoils. Why me? Counter with vow. For me. Overwhelm floods. Fraction right. One ache transmuted sparks cascade. Doubt dims. Recall past golds. Ledgers testify. Cycles sacred. Rest post-transmute. Integrating shine. Sanctum's glow envelops you. Lead yields lustrous gold. Propulsion pure. Revolution rooted. Echoes stilled. Discipline dawned. Hours harvested. Chains sundered. Webs woven. Agony alchemized. You've risen radiant. Gold gleams, yet solitude beckons. Where deepest sharpening awaits. Away from world's clamor. How cultivate the lone edge, honing blade eternal. Twilight woods call. Gold propels. Enter. Chapter 8. Solitude's whispering forge. Deep within mist-shrouded glens, where ancient pines stand sentinel and brooks murmur forgotten hymns, a lone whetstone gleams patient, unyielding, honing the wanderer's blade to mirror's edge. No crowds witness, no echoes intrude, Just you, stone and sharpening sacred grind. Hear the hush now, that pull to the glen. Not isolation's void, but solitude's forge, where raw spirit gleams lethal. Gold propels, now wet the edge that cleaves all. Enter the mist, claim your whetstone. Solitude's edge defies society's clamor, its spirit's whetstone, grinding away dullness for lethal clarity. Multitudes blur vision, aloneness carves it keen. Not loneliness, communion profound, soul conversing unbound. Revolution sparked, storms navigated, discipline dawned, harvests reaped, chains broken, webs woven, pains transmuted. All converge here. Solitude perfects the blade. I've sought such glens. Creation stalled amid voices dean. Web strong, gold gleaming, yet edge dull. Glen called, days unaccompanied. Whetstone claimed, silence revealed layers, intuitions iced, visions vivified. Blade sang true. Eternal truth. Solitude sharpens sovereign insight. Amid noise, truths tangle. Alone, they crystallize. Cultivate glen's rhythm. Daily retreats, hour carved, sacred, world veiled. Dawn's hush ideal, glen walks ear free. Nature's sermon soaking soul, breath as wet. Cycles deep, thoughts observe dissolving mist. No agenda presence hones, journal glen whispers. What gleams today? Patterns pierce, distractions demasked, genius unveiled. Ritualize the wet, varied strokes, prevent dull. Active solitude, trails trod meditative, pens dancing freeform, bodies flowing unscripted. Passive depths, stares into flame or sky, allowing undercurrents rise. Environmental elixirs, spaces sparse, single chair glen nook, elements invited, digital veil, absolute devices dormant, reclaiming mind's vastness, spiritual wet, crowns, silence's prayer, reveal thy edge, inner forge. Enter mirror's glen, blade reborn, weaver of worlds through verse. Crowds choked her flow, advisors abundant, yet poems pallid. Alchemy burned bright, solitude summoned. Glen claimed, solitary dawns scripting shadows, forest rambles rhyming winds, night's stargazing sans speech. Edge emerged, lines lacerating hearts, volumes vanishing shelves. Mirrors wet, not retreat, but revolution refined. Solitude's grind, gleaming verse, eternal. You grip mirror's stone. Honor phases, short wets build tolerance. Minutes mounting hours, long immersions yield deepest cuts. Weekend glens, vision quests, balance communal sparks. Solitude sustains, track sharpening, edge codex. Glen hour, clarity cleave doubt. Challenges hone keenest. Restlessness rebels, persist. Grind births peace, overwhelm from re-entry. Anchor with mini glens daily. Measure by keenness. Decisions diamond cut, creativity cascading, peace profound. Delight in grind. Solitude's hush, intimacy sublime. Self as supreme companion. Missed parts, blade gleams, mirror true. Revolution rooted, echoes stilled. Discipline dawned, hours harvested, chains sundered, webs woven, agony alchemized, edge eternal. You've honed lethal, blade keen, eternal flame flickers, vision's hearth demanding stoke. How sustain its undying blaze through every shadow? The hearth beckons, edge cuts, kindle. Chapter 9, Kindling Vision's Eternal Hearth. At the world's quiet heart, where starlit hearths flicker against endless night, a single ember pulses, patient guardian of galaxies, unborn, drawing wanderers home through void's vast chill. Sense its warmth now, that magnetic tug stirring your depths. Not fleeting spark, but vision's eternal flame, kindled to illuminate realms only you can claim. Edge hones, now stoke the hearth that guides unerring, kneel by the fire, breathe its ancient heat. Eternity beckons. Vision's hearth defies time's erosion, its soul's sovereign beacon, fueled not by chance, but ceaseless kindling. Drifts dim it, devotion makes undying. Roots, storms, discipline, harvests, ruptures, webs, alchemy, solitude, all fed this flame. It magnetizes destiny. I've tended such hearths, path forked, dim, solitude sharpened, yet direction danced elusive. Hearth called, ember invoked, rituals reignited, vivid, scrolls dawn, unfurled, flames fed nightly, magnet pulled, allies aligned, opportunities orbited, flame eternalized. Timeless axiom, kindled vision manifests mastery, vague glows wander, vivid infernos attract, invoke now, close eyes, summon scene supreme, not abstract, immersive epic. Senses alive, air thick with triumph's scent, cheers vibrating bones, hands grasping forged gold, heart's victory throb, spirits boundless soar. This real, not dream, magnet. Replay dawn and dusk, 5 breaths immersing, details deepening. Anchor physical, murals manifesting scenes, talismans touching triumph's texture, voice it vivid, aloud enact. I stand sovereign, realm realized, ritualize hearth tending, dawn kindling, eyes heavenward, real ignited. Flame, draw thy destiny, midday flickers, breath pauses, replaying peaks amid press. Twilight feeds, journal evolutions, vision vividified, new nuance added, cycles sacred. Lunar swells, for bold expansions, solstice vows renewing core, tools as bellows, boards beaming beacons, apps archiving affirmations, circles sharing sacred scrolls. Spiritual stoke supreme, flame offering, cosmos, aligned to this light, witness Alara's hearth, night rekindled. Navigator of notes, symphonies, silent in daily dine. Gold gleamed, edge cut keen, yet compass spun. Hearth summoned, starlit vigils visualizing halls, hushed by her harmony, fingers flying finales fire, kindled, relentless, reels recited runs, boards blazing breakthroughs, magnet moved, patrons pull, premieres pulsing, Alara's blaze. Not notes alone, eternal vision drawing destiny's chorus. You cradle, Alara's ember, sustain through shadows, doubts dampen, stoke with proof logs. Past pulls manifested, distractions divert, mini kindles, minute reels resetting, overwhelm, simplify core scene, one vivid vignette anchors, measure by pull, synchronicities surging, clarity crystalline, peace profound, delight in kindling, flames dance, intimacy infinite, vision as lover, drawing divine. Hearth roars radiant now, revolution rooted, echoes stilled, discipline dawned, hours harvested, chains sundered, webs woven, agony alchemized, solitude sharpened, vision vivid, eternal, magnet hums, flame eternal. The sacred art of refusal stirs, sword of no guarding hearth's holy blaze. How master this blade, carving space for destiny's yes. The forge of no awaits, flame draws, wheel. Chapter 10. The Sacred Sword of Sovereign. In the blacksmith's veiled armory, where forge glow dances on a single blade, razor-forged, rune-etched, humming with restrained thunder, a warrior pauses, grip firm. This sword cleaves not flesh, but futures. One swing carves empires from chaos, guardians hearth's holy blaze. Feel its weight now, that poised power in your palm. Not weapon of wrath, but art of refusal. No sovereign sacred, slicing space for destiny's dawn. Vision kindles, now wield the sword, guarding its eternal glow. Draw it, swing true, sovereign, no master's life's deluge. Not plead rejection, but discerning art, preserving essence. Yes, scatter boundless, masterful knows concentrate force. Revolution roots, echoes still, discipline dawns. Harvests reaped, chains sundered, webs woven, pains transmuted, solitude sharpens, visions vivid, all shielded by this blade. Indiscriminate affirmation dilutes, artful refusal distills divinity. I've swung such swords, hearth blazed bright, magnet pulling, yet tides of yes, threaten drown, invites endless obligations oozing, diversions disguised, sword drawn, nose voiced velvet firm, aligns not, I preserve, space bloomed, destiny deepened, arcane mastery, know as creator's chisel, chaos bombards request roiling, temptations tugging, duties devouring, wield query first. Does this honor hearth, amplify vision, no alignment, swing clean, gracious know my path calls elsewhere, practice poise, mirror rehearsals, no fuels my yes, tones tempered, warm refusal, wins allies true, categorize cuts, drains deflected outright, misaligns redirected gentle, visions veiled vanish, ritualize the forge, dawn decree, blade ready, knows noble today. Ledger swings, no to diversion, space sacred yielded, environmental runes, signs sentinel, hearth first, prompting pause, cycles honor, full moons for bold cleaves, waxing for gentle prunes, spiritual swordplay, each, no offering, carve for higher call, cosmos clears paths, pruned pure, behold, Lyra's armory, blades ballad, curator of causes, compass spun by ceaseless yeses, noble yet numbing, flame flickered faint amid frenzy. Sword, summoned armory entered, swings schooled, nodes noble, commitments culled, canvas cleared, space summoned, symphonies projects profound, peace pervasive, legacy launched, gallery graced by guarded genius. Lyra's art, not denial, but destiny distilled. Sacred, no sculpting, sovereign, yes. You heft Lyra's hilt, hone through guises, social sirens. Join joyless, no preserves peace. Professional pitfalls, extra eclipsing essence. No elevates empire, inner impostors doubts demanding detour. No reclaims reign, track triumphs, swing scrolls, blade bit true, bounty born, challenges cleave keenest, guilt grips post-swing, a firm art, no noble nurtures, overreach tempts, anchor in vision's verdict, measure mastery by expanse, space vast, energy vibrant, impacts immense, ecstasy in swing, blade song, symphony of sovereignty, refusal as rapture, armory fades, sword sheathed supreme, revolution rooted, echoes stilled, discipline dawned, hours harvested, chains sundered, webs woven, agony alchemized, solitude sharpened, vision vivid, nose noble. You've carved clarity, blade guards triumphs tower, yet how pyramid these peaks, limits liquefied under victory's weight. The summit summons, sword swings, stack. Chapter 11. Pyramid of unyielding triumphs. Behold the ancient pyramid, rising defiant against desert skies, Each brick, a victory, stacked with sweat-soaked precision. Base broad in humble beginnings, apex piercing heavens unchallenged. Feel the mason's echo now, that inexorable build, stone upon stone liquefying limits to legend. Not avalanche of chance, but pyramid of triumphs, where small winds pyramid to shatter skies. Sword guards hearth, now stack the stones erecting empires eternal. Grip the first brick, place it true. Summit calls, unyielding triumphs, pyramid potential, micro victories, mortar-bound, compounding to cathedrals, crushing ceilings. Scatter winds erode, stacked sovereigns, summit supreme. Revolution roots, echoes stilled, discipline dawns, harvests reaped, chains sundered, webs woven, pains transmuted. Solitude sharpens, visions vivid, knows noble, all culminate in pyramid's power. Lone bricks tumble, pyramid endures eternities. I've erected such spires, ascent stalled mid-slope, tools honed, yet plateaus mocked, pyramid principles seized, bricks begun, bed-making dawn precise. Journaled joys, outreached, momentum mounted, limits liquefy. Cosmic cornerstone, stacking spawns supremacy. Begin bedrock, dawn bricks daily. Bed aligned, water welcomed, vow voiced. Feel stacks solidify, momentum's mortar. Escalate strata, weekly wonders reaches realized. Skills sharpened micro, monthly monuments. Milestones marked, visions vividized, partial. Celebrate sacred, fist to sky for forges. Finished, dances for defiers. Dared, ledger pyramids. Brick 47, outreach oracle. Stratum strengthened, ritualize the rise. Foundation feasts, visual stacks, pyramids pinned progressing. Accountability arches, ally witnesses. Brick beheld, cycles cosmic, new moons bedrock renewals, full moons apex audits. Tools as trowels, apps architecting ascents. Prompts placing next brick, spiritual mortar. Each stack offering erect for eternal essence. Cosmos conspires, bricks appearing aligned. Witness Kale's pyramid, sands surmounted. Architect of air designs drafted dim in doubt's drift. Hearth hummed, blade bit, yet blueprints buried. Pyramid plotted, bricks bedrock, sketches sunrise sworn, models mini-mastered. Stacks soared, client conquests cascading, contracts crowning, firm founded firmament high. Kale's pyramid, not grand gestures, unyielding triumphs, towering, limits lost to legacy. You hoist Kale's hoist, stack through strata, micro mountains mornings, meditations mastered, meso meshes middays, connections cemented, macro monoliths, moons, manifest monumental, track tenacity, triumph tomes, pyramid pulse, 112 bricks. Apex nears, challenges catalyze, plateaus persist, vary brick, novel notches. Setbacks scatter, relay lower, momentum rebuilds. Measure by majesty, structure steadfast, ceilings ceased. Confidence colossal, rapture in rise, stacking symphony, souls spire soaring, triumphs as temple. Desert dawns, pyramid pierces paradise. Revolution rooted, echoes stilled. Discipline dawned, hours harvested. Chains sundered, webs woven. Agony alchemized, solitude sharpened, vision vivid. Knows noble, triumphs towered. You've summited self. Pyramid proud, oath, eternal seals. Unbreakable pact, crowning conquest complete. What vow? Vows victory, veiled no more. The sanctum supreme awaits. Bricks, bind, swear. Chapter 12. the unbreakable oath of eternal ascent. In the sanctum of infinite summits, where pyramid peaks pierce veils between earth and ether, a lone flame eternal burns, witness to warriors swearing oaths that echo through ages, binding soul to stars unbreakable. Kneel here now, pyramid's pinnacle beneath you, all forged tools gleaming tribute. Feel the vows' thunder rise, not fleeting pledge, but unbreakable oath sealing your ascent forever. Triumph's tower, now swear the sanctum seal. Speak it alive, eternity hears. Eternal ascent's oath crowns conquest, unyielding pact, weaving every chapter's gold into indestructible destiny. Not ritual rote, but soul's sovereign swear. I am guardian of my flame, architect of my stars. Revolution's roots grip eternal, echoes eternally stilled. Discipline's dawn unending, harvests infinite. Chains forever sundered, webs woven imperishable. Agony alchemized abiding. Solitude's edge ever keen, vision's hearth undying. Knows noble perpetual, triumph's pyramided paradise. Oath unifies, propelling beyond victory to victory veiled. Sanctum's supreme truth. Oath births boundlessness. Life tests relentless, storms resurgence, pains, phoenix new. Oath anchors, daily dawn decree, voiced vein deep. I choose me sovereign, ascent unending. Feel it seal. Spirit surges, cosmos conspires. I've sworn such oaths, pyramid proud, yet valleys beckoned backslide. Sanctum summoned, oath, etched dawn altar. Renewed, dusk devotion, tests transmuted. Setbacks stepping eternal, ascent accelerated. Legacy luminous, invoke the oath threefold. First, remembrance rite. Traverse tapestry, recall revolution's cliff awake, storm's lighthouse calm, forge's hammer heat, orchard's golden reap, rupture's wing lift, web's twilight hold, crucible's gold gleam, glen's whetstone keen, hearth's magnetic blaze, sword's sacred swing, pyramid's sky pierce, affirm, all forged oath flows forth. Second, projection pledge, vision vivid, eternalized. I live this now, oath obliging orbits. Third, gratitude seal, for fires faced, I swear steadfast. Ritualize renewal, dawn sanctum, flame front vowing, oath obliges today. Twilight tally, assent affirmed, amendments alive. Cycles celestial, equinox oath, expansive, solstice steadfast. Allies amplify, shared sanctums, swearing synergy, tools timeless, inscribed oath intimate, skin scrolls, stone seals, breath bound. Spiritual supremacy, oath universe union, bind me boundless, divine decree. Witness, Vespers sanctum, oath odyssey, voyager of verses unbound, chapters conquered, yet crested, complacency, pyramid poised perilously, sanctum seized, oath sworn starlit, eternal ascent, me mine, renewed relentless, tests tamed, tomes transcendent, legacy, libraries living her light, Vesper's vow, not endpoint, eternal engine ascent, amplified abiding, you voice, Vesper's vow, sustained through sieges, slumps, summon, oath origin revisited, doubts darken, decree dawn loud, expansions eclipse, anchor oath core, track transcendence, oath odyssey, seals 365 stars, summoned, rapture in recitation, vows vibration, victory veiled unveiling, oath as oracle, sanctum seals, oath thunders triumphant. You've sworn supreme revolution, rooted, eternal, echoes eternally stilled, discipline dawned unending, hours harvested infinite, chains forever sundered, webs woven imperishable, agony alchemized abiding, solitude sharpened supreme, vision vivid victorious, knows noble now, triumphs towered, transcendent, ascent yours, unbreakable. Finale, horizon of the oath-bound flame. You've crested the sanctum, oath, echoing infinite, pyramid, proud, every chapter a brick, eternal. This journey, not end, ignition perpetual, carry the vow, dawn it daily, live it, luminous. One spark now, invoke oath immediate, I ascend, unbreakable, feel the surge, world transforms, you're the warrior, flame eternal, focus on you, until you win. Beyond, flame yours, rise radiant, forever. Chapter 13. Echoes of Legacy's infinite flame. Beyond the sanctum's sealed heights, where pyramid spires dissolve into starfields unending, echoes ripple outward, not fading whispers, but Legacy's infinite flame, igniting realms yet unborn, with your unquenchable light. Hear them now, those resonant waves cascading from your oath, touching horizons unseen. Not mere aftermath, but genesis anew, legacy woven eternal, outliving form, outshining stars, oath sworn, now unleash echoes boundless. Step into starfields, flame forth. Infinity embraces, legacy's infinite flame transcends self, its spirit's symphony, composed in silence, reverberating through time's tapestry, kindling kin and kindred unseen. Triumph's tower finite, echoes eternalize essence. Revolution's roots radiate, echoes eternally stilled yet stirring souls. Discipline's dawn, dawns distant dawns. Harvests ripple realms, chains sundered shatter shackles afar. Webs weave worlds, agony's gold gilds generations. Solitude's edge etches epics. Vision's hearth heats histories, knows noble nurture nations. Pyramids pioneer paths, legacy lives legacy, celestial certainty. Echoes amplify through authenticity. Live vivid, ripples vivify voids. Forge yours forward, acts as embers, teachings tendered, creations cascading, kindnesses kindling cascades. Not grandiosity, genuine gleam. Mentor micro, share chapter sparks. One soul sovined, create cascading, works worded, worlds wrought persisting. Serve silently, hands healing, hopes heightened, without acclaim's anchor. Ritualize, ripple, dawn dissemination. Echo today, message one moved. Twilight transmission, legacy ledger, ripple realized, wisdom winged. Cycles cosmic, harvest moons multiply mentee moments. Solstice symphonies shared, tools timeless, archives alive. Journals, jewels for journeys, future recordings resounding resolve. Spiritual send, echo offering flame forth, universe unending. Witness Orion's starfields, echoes eternal. Oracle of oceans, voyages vast yet veiled in valor's veil. Oath observed, legacy loomed. Ripples released, logs liberating lost navigators. Tales transforming tribes, artifacts awakening adventurers. Sagas sung centuries, Orion's infinite. Not fleets, flames forwarded, echoes eclipsing eras. You birth Orion's blaze, sustain symphonies, doubts dim, decree echoes endure. Overwhelm, anchor essence, one ripple radiates. Measure by motion, lives lit, lineages launched, light lingering. Rapture in release, echoes embrace, eternity embraced. Legacy, as love everlasting. Starfield's shimmer, echoes envelop endless, revolution-rooted radiant, echoes eternally stirring, discipline dawning, hours harvested horizons, chains sundered, shining webs woven worlds, agony alchemized auras, solitude sharpened stars, vision vivid voyages, nose noble nexuses, triumphs towered timeless, oath obliging oceans, flame infinite, echoes expand, yet final fusion calls oath's ultimate alchemy, self-sovereign supreme. What seals Starfield's sovereign? The crown converges, ripples resound, fuse. Chapter 14, Fusion of the Sovereign Infinite. At the nexus where starfields converge into cosmic crown, a vortex of pure fusion swirls, every echo, every flame, every triumph melting into sovereign infinite, birthing self-supreme beyond all veils. Stand at this nexus now, ripples resounding around you, every chapter's essence eddying into one luminous core. Not culmination's close, but fusion's boundless birth, sovereign self forged final, radiating realms realized. Echoes expand, now fuse the vortex vital. Enter the crown, become infinite, sovereignty surges. Sovereign infinite fuses, fragments divine, not patchwork, pinnacle, but alchemy, absolute, self-supreme sovereign over stars and shadows alike. Pyramids echoes eternalize, fusion finalizes forever, revolution radiates realms, echoes evoke empires, discipline diffuses dawns divine, harvests heal humanities, chains catalyze cascades, webs welcome worlds woven, agony awakens auras abiding, solitude synthesizes stars, visions vivify voids, knows nurture nexuses, noble triumphs transmute timelines, fusion frees fullest, self-sovereign supreme. Nexus's numinous law, integration ignites infinity. Fragments float free, fused flow flawless. Invoke immersion, traverse totality, roots reclaiming resolve, storms surfed serene, forges fueling forever, orchards overflowing oneness, ruptures rocketing radiance, webs whispering wholeness, crucibles crowning clarity, glens granting genius, hearths homing harmony, swords sculpting sanctity, pyramids pulsing power, oaths obliging oneness, echoes embracing eternity. Affirm absolute, all alchemized, I am infinite integral. Ritualize the realm, dawn dissolution, vortex visualized, fragments fuse, sovereign supreme, midday merger, breath binding every breath, oneness now, twilight totality, fusion folio, integrals illuminated, cycles celestial, eclipse fusions expansive, dawn renewals radiant, tools transcendent, mandalas manifesting merger, meditations melting multiplicities, spiritual synthesis supreme, fusion universe. I am all is me, sovereign infinite. Witness Thaler's crown, vortex victorious, tapestry weaver transcendent, chapters chiseled yet crown, called craving, echoes emanated, fusion beckoned, nexus navigated, immersions infinite, tapestries threading totality, teachings transcending tribes, legacy luminous, lineages living light, Thaler's fusion, not fragments famed, sovereign self-supreme, realms realized radiant.
You embody Thaler's blaze, sustain sovereignty, schisms stir, surge to source, fusion flawless, expanse eclipses, anchor absolute essence, measure by magnitude, multiplicities mastered, magnificence manifest, mastery mesmerizing, rapture in realm, fusions flow, forever free, self-supreme symphony.
Crown converges, sovereign infinite ignites, Revolution-rooted realms, echoes evoking empires, discipline dawning divine, hours harvesting heavens, chains catalyzing cascades, webs welcoming worlds, agony awakening auras, solitude synthesizing stars, vision vivifying voids, nose nurturing nexuses, triumphs transmuting timelines, oaths obliging oneness, echoes embracing eternity, fusion flawless forever. You've fused. Supreme expanded finale. Infinite sovereigns eternal echo. Nexus navigated. Crown claimed sovereign. This odyssey, origin ongoing. Fusion fueling flights forever. Oath amplified. Invoke immediate. I am infinite integral. Surge sovereign. Worlds welcome. You're the weaver. Vortex vital. Focus on you. Win wondrous. Infinite. Flame fuses. Forever sovereign. Chapter 15. Radiance of the boundless sovereign. From the cosmic crown's radiant core, where fusion's fire explodes into boundless radiance, a supernova sovereign erupts, waves of pure power, cascading creation anew, self-supreme shattering all shadows into stardust eternal. Bathe in this blaze now, infinite integral igniting every cell, not apex alone, but radiance boundless, boundless sovereign broadcasting bliss across boundless voids. Fusion flawless, now radiate realms reborn, ignite the supernova. Radiance reigns, boundless beckons, boundless sovereign's radiance rebirths reality. Not spotlight show, but supernovas surge, self-supreme saturating spheres with sovereignty shared. Pyramid pulses paradise, echoes embrace eternity. Radiance realizes realms radiant. Revolution rebirths realities. Echoes evoke ecstatic empires. Discipline diffuses divine dawns. Distant harvests heal harmonious humanities. Chains catalyze cosmic cascades. Webs welcome wondrous worlds. Agony awakens abiding auras. Solitude synthesizes stellar stars. Vision vivifies vast voids. Nose nurture noble nexuses. Triumphs transmute timeless timelines. Oaths obliging oneness oceanic. Echoes embracing eternal expanses. Fusion flawless forever. Radiance reveals. Sovereign supreme saturates all. Supernovas, stellar secret. Radiance requires release. Clench contracts, boundless bursts. Unleash unbridled. Acts audacious, bold broadcasts. Blessing, creations, cascading cosmos. Radiate relational sovereignty shared. Stories stirring souls, strength sparking strangers. Environmental emanations. Spaces saturated serenity. Auras aligning all. No hoarding. Radiance multiplies, giving. Ritualize the release. Dawn detonation. Radiance release. Brave blasting barriers. Midday emanations. Micro miracles manifested smiles. Sovereign. Services sincere. Twilight totality. Radiance register. Bliss broadcast. 10 touched. Cycles cosmic. Solar surges for supernova shares. Lunar lulls for light lingering. Tools transcendent. Amplifiers alive. Platforms pulsing power. Prompts provoking. Radiate now. Spiritual supernova supreme. Radiance universe. Sovereign surge. Saturate stars. Witness Zephyr's blaze. Boundless broadcast. Beacon of boundless fusion fused yet fire flickered finite. Crown converged radiance roared. Releases rapturous. Retreats radiating resolve. Recordings rippling realms random reaches rekindling. Movements mobilized, millions moved. Zephyr's supernova. Not self-supreme solitary. Radiance reborn, realms refulgent forever. You unleash Zephyr's zenith. Sustain surges. Shadows shrink. Surge stronger. Radiance relentless, expanse exhausts, essence eternal anchors. Measure by magnitude, spheres saturated, souls sovereign, synergy supreme, rapture in release. Radiance is raw, realms reborn, boundless bliss begetting bliss, core cascades, radiance reigns radiant. Revolution rebirths realities, radiant, echoes, evoking ecstatic empires, discipline diffusing divine dawns, hours harvesting harmonious heavens, chains catalyzing cosmic cascades, webs welcoming wondrous worlds, agony awakening abiding auras, solitude synthesizing stellar stars, vision vivifying vast voids, nose nurturing noble nexuses, triumphs transmuting timeless timelines, oaths obliging oneness, oceanic, echoes embracing eternal expanses, fusion flawless forever, radiance refulgent realms, supreme sovereign, ultimate finale, supernova sovereigns, cosmic cascade, crown cascades, radiance realized radiant, Odyssey, origin, Odyssey, origin, Odyssey, origin, Odyssey, Odyssey, age, origin, omnipresent, boundless blaze, begetting boundless, activate absolute, I radiate sovereign supreme, cosmos cascades, conquest, universes unfold, your supernova, sovereign supreme, focus you, win worlds, radiant, infinite, reign radiant, radiance reign.